Just do the countdown whenever.
Oh, is it? Are we in the game?
Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Three, two, one. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another game. This time in the semifinals of the GosuCup America, we've got Fnatic of North America versus Hello. This is Dog. I am Maut. Thank you for joining us. And with me again is Own. And I already know how you're doing, so just say something else. Just say something.
Hi. Hello.
That's so like that's a cop out, man. You could have thought of something better.
I could have, but I
I
thought
put
you
you
were
on the
just gonna
spot though.
ask
That's
me
my
how
fault.
good I was doing again. But I'm doing well, so there you go.
Yes. Okay. Good. There you go. All right. Fine. So you're telling me how you're doing. That's good. Sorry to put you on the spot, my friend. We've been casting all day together. It's been a lot of fun. Remember, this is game two of a best of three series. Fnatic took game one. And if somehow Hello, This is Dog is able to pull out a win here, we'll be going to game three. And then shortly thereafter, we'll be doing the SECS up until the grand finals of that. And that'll be a lot of fun. So already getting into the pick band phase, we have the Bat Rider and Undying banned out by Fnatic for the first time, seeing something other than the usual bans coming from them, like the Bounty Hunter and the what have you. What was the other one? Magnus? Well, it doesn't matter either way because Magnus is going to get banned out by Hello This is Dog as well as the Darkseer. And Bounty Hunter is now picked up on the side of Hello This is Dog, and that gives them off-lane potential with the track gold to help them get some gold in there.
Yeah, definitely. The most important part I want to say, okay, well, Sven just got picked, so there goes my prediction.
We're both like sighing right now. We're like, you know, there's only so much that you can do. Like,
Yeah.
why? I guess if you ban out Sven or TA or both, you give up either Magnus or Darkseer.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard to give up either or, but I mean, at this point, I would think that HTID wanted to take out Sven, but maybe they have another strategy to, deny him whatever he needs to destroy them. So maybe they were thinking about it during the pregame, and maybe they figured something out, and instead of banning him, they know what to pick.
Well, I sure hope so because if they're just trying to pound their head against the wall against this Sven and Templar Assassin, I don't think it's going to work. But with the Bounty Hunter, that could provide them some relief here with that, with the track, with being able to get some invis gank kills going on. But you remember we saw, I think, the first game today with Fnatic. They actually just the sentry wards on the side of Fnatic are always up, like you said, with Rolo
Yeah.
doing the job there. And I mean, that's going to be the tough part. And I think Bounty Hunter, whoever's playing him, is going to have another tough time. We saw DDM in the first game; it was against Mix, and it did not go well for them. So they'll pick up the Jakiro and the Rubik, and pretty standard stuff right now. So I'm waiting for like a pocket pickup here, something that will like blow my mind, like the Razor did last game. Fortunately, that didn't work. But what do you counter Sven with, like if not Razor?
A ban.
Yeah, besides the
That's
ban.
what you can
Besides
say.
a ban.
I mean, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't think any really, a hero doesn't really counter him. You have to, if he gets through the banning phase, you have to just deny him the farm that he tries so hard to get. And I mean, if you let him get more than 60 CS, you're pretty much fucked.
I
Like,
mean, that's if
just
and the
so
way
hard.
that he builds it too, I think is the worst part because people don't understand that he's being played as like, oh god, no,
Well,
no, this is gonna be gross. This is gonna be disgusting.
I mean, at this point, HTID just has to be on their A game. They have to know exactly where Wisp and Sven are at all times. Otherwise, they're just gonna perish. They're just gonna fall apart unless they're playing five-man Dota the entire game. They're gonna have a really hard time playing against the Sven and Wisp. And we do see Nyx and Quap getting banned out. Nyx for Fnatic and Quap for HTID.
And I mean, I'm not surprised with either of these bands. They've been well. Nate's being banned out more and more often is a new trend that I'm just starting to realize. Quap being banned out is just something that I've been seeing since pre TI2, and it's just a strong hero in general. One of the strongest initiators with that damage with Sonic Wave. So unsurprisingly, there banned from the Windrunner on the side of Hello This Is Dog, which will be that offlaner if they decide to pick it up. Now, I wanna I want to note, and I've seen this run different ways, and it wasn't by Fnatic, but I've seen teams run Wisp mid, and I told you about it earlier today, and I don't think they'll do it. But Wisp mid getting a quick level 6 could mean a really fast gank fest on the side of Fnatic. But I don't think that's the style of gameplay they're going to go with. I think they're going to send Wisp and Sven together with another hero and another tri lane, and they'll stick together as a team. And of course, Wisp with the spirits leveled up can do a lot of damage in the tri lane. Koda will be the ban out from the side of Hello This Is Dog. What do you think as far as the offlaner for Fnatic or their next few hero picks here?
I don't know. There's a lot of choices they can make based on that, and again, I think the Wisp mid would be a huge wild card. I mean, Whitebeard has been doing a superb job as the mid player, and I think he's just gonna keep it that way.
Oh, that's a good point. I completely forgot that they had Templar Assassin. I just sort of blanked my mind. You never really ever see Templar Assassin in any other lane besides mid. I mean, it happens occasionally, but let's be honest, it's going to happen with Whitebeard mid again. And yeah, I
Hmm.
think he's pretty okay with that. God, he must have been played like 20 or 30 like Templar Assassin
You
games.
do have the wrong overlay up, by the way, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. There's no point in changing it.
No, I know. I know. I have the wrong overlay up. I'm
Oh,
just gonna
okay.
stick
You're
with
just
it.
gonna keep it that way? All
Yeah,
right, sounds
I'm
good.
not just so I don't have to switch it.
Sounds
God,
good.
you keep scaring me, man. God, this is too much for me. It's just too much.
I wish it
Gosu.
would just automatically switch, like as soon as you get in the game.
That
We
would
need to write
be
like a
some high tech
script.
technology. Yeah, you'd need a script for that, and I don't even know how that would work. That's a
Yeah, I
lot
have
of
no
coding
idea.
that I'm not willing to put in. Another Luna pickup here from the side of Hello, This Is Dog. So they're going for what seems to be a similar strategy. They feel comfortable with this Luna apparently, and I mean I don't blame them. The Luna got decent farm, it just wasn't as effective in that game, just because well Sven pretty much killed everything.
Yeah, I'd
If
have to agree.
if you want to talk about Rape Train, that last game with Sven was like the conductor of that Rape Train.
Yeah, I mean that fight mid where he just stalked Invis until like the perfect moment to strike, and then it was just choo choo, and a pew pew, and you're gone.
Choo Choo and Pew Pew. I was not expecting him to pop out of Invis like that at all. I was not expecting it. It just came out of no. Like my camera was barely focused on him, and all of a sudden I hear Stormhammer, and it's just like,
No, I was
oh
watching
dear
the
God.
entire time. I was biting my fingers because he would have to choose the perfect moment to stun every hero, and he did.
I mean that Stormhammer is such a strong ability too. Like an AOE stun, like that. I mean it costs a bit of mana early
You don't
on,
even
but
have
like
to like skill shot it. You just
you
hit
just
one
like
hero that's
just throw it
beside
in a
others.
general area, and you hope to God that it hits more than one. And most of the time it does if they're all clumped up. So it's so crazy.
Hmm.
Tide Hunter from Fnatic. A little bit of switching it up here. So team fight a little bit stronger here for the side of Fnatic, and I think they'll probably. I don't know if they'll send that off there. And then the Brewmaster pickup from Hello, This Is Dog. And you sound excited, my friend. Why is this?
Of course. I mean, I just love seeing Panda play. I think that's gonna be probably a mid Panda with the bounty off lane. And I mean, I don't know. It's always fun to see a Panda play because it just takes so much skill. But once you execute it well, there's a lot of reward for it.
Absolutely. I mean, Brewmaster surprisingly is one of my favorite heroes for multiple reasons. Thunderclap is such a great nuke early on if you can get it off, and if you play and mid Brewmaster is probably my favorite place to play it. Against Templar Assassin, it could be difficult, but if you break that refraction, you get the Thunderclap off. That's a lot of damage, and then you go into that ultimate. You got to be able to micro. That's the thing. I mean,
Hmm.
those three. It's not that difficult to micro, surprisingly though.
Yeah.
You make sure you cast that rock off cooldown on cooldown, I should say.
Spam Q, yeah.
Yeah. And if you need to, you can throw somebody up in the air. Get your fire guy close to everybody, so he does that radiant
Fairy
burn.
guy.
The fire guy, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna call him the fire guy from now on. I'll call him in the cast too.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, Brewmaster used to be picked up for mid, and he would go Aghanim's almost every game. But now players are just using him as a way to stop TA with that blind. Or I'm not
Next.
Duncan Hayes, yeah. And we do see a Nyx assassin. Oh god, I'm so scared.
So is this Nyx in the tri lane, or is it in the off lane, or is the Tide Hunter in the tri lane or the off lane? Is the
Not
question,
sure.
I think,
I
or is
think
it
that could
completely
be so
different?
Nyx and try with the tide. But you can do Fnatic this time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you.
Trust
So
you.
kind. All right, here we are. The semifinals, game number 2 of a best-of-3 series between Hello, This Is Dog and Fnatic RC. On the side of Fnatic, we have Whitebeard on the Templar Assassin, Smurf on the Sven. We're going to see Wisp being played by Rolo, once again on that hard support role. Derp on that Tide Hunter, and Tobacco will be on the Nyx Assassin. 4 heading top right now. Tobacco still in the well right now, not sure. And it's all yours.
It's chilling. Yeah, well, anyway, on the Radiant side for HTID, we have Talus on the Luna, GX Slim on the Panda, probably mid, T on the Jakiro, while your boy JC picks up Rubik on the blue, and of course we have TPC, the People's Champs, on the Gondar or Bounty Hunter.
And it looks to be an aggressive tri-lane up here from HTID, or at least that's what it's looking like right now. They were looking for something. I think they were trying to get there to get to the ward on the pole camp, but it's not going to happen. We see Fnatic is in here right now. They've got these 3 heroes, so we will see Derp with this tri-lane right now. It looks like Nyx will head to the off lane real quick, and I'm not sure. I'm going to see what how everything shakes out once the game starts.
Yeah.
GX Slim shouting out to his mama. Very kind of him.
The battle begins.
If you guys are just tuning in, this is GosuCup America's semifinal. This is the second game between Fnatic RC and HTID. I'm Owen, and of course, the person on the camera, the person giving you all the insight that you ever need is Maut. You can follow him at MautDota2 on Twitter, and you can of course find me at Dota2Owen. I kind of reversed my Twitter.
It's okay. We forgive you, though.
It's okay. I think we figured it out, though. So if you guys want to give us both a follow.
Oh, good tether up onto the high ground from Derp to avoid that first blood. Also, that was a really good introduction. I gotta say, that was classy, man. It teared me up a little bit. I'm not even trolling. I swear to God. I'd like to say before this game gets underway any further, I want to say shout out to Golden15.
You give him a shout out every game. He's gonna get
it.
famous.
He works hard, man.
Oh yeah, he works so hard.
He's got more subs than I do.
I've got more subs than you do. I don't even play this game. Right?
Alright. We're going to see Jakiro and the Rubik rotate up here. They're looking to put on some aggression. Here's the pull from Derp. He might be in some trouble. He's going to try to back off. And they're not going to go for the telekinesis, though. And Talos might try to steal some of this farm, and I would not be surprised to see him do so. He's going to get a few last hits here. I forgot to open my last hit chart up. I apologize. So 4 going for the Brew right now, 4 for the Bounty Hunter as well. So although this is Dog having a nice start, although it's only 120 to the game, Smurf is looking for some more right clicks here and last hits in lane, and he's getting some. We're actually seeing a rotation back from Rolo here, so we'll be back into this tri-lane. Mid, of course, with the Templar Assassin. Actually, GX Slim going for the 1 point into Drunken Haze just so that he can miss those last hits and make it easier on GX Slim to sort of take. This is sort of the style of play from GX Slim that we've been seeing. Make it hard for your opponent to last hit and get farm. And I like that style of play. Meanwhile, top lane, Stormhammer onto Talos right now. Warcry's popped as well. Their telekinesis might save his life, plus the Jakiro Ice Path, but he's so fast with Warcry. Doesn't matter. They do pop up the salve with this ability from Rolo from the right click. Now your boy's taking a lot of damage. There's the Lucent Beam, but it's not going to be enough. First Blood will go to the side of Derp. And I think that's going to be it. There's the nice Ice Path on to 3. Do they have enough to get anything, though? That's the only thing they had. No follow-up there. Not enough AoE damage, but very close for Rolo to go down, and Derp as well. Nice dive there, sort of. They got the cancel onto the Luna Salve, but then they sort of said, hey, why don't we just go on the Rubik and get that kill? You know, that would be fine. Stormhammer, they're going to go dive again, and he doesn't even care. He's just going to go right past the tower with a Stormhammer, and boom. That's it. And Warcry popped again. They're just going to keep diving right now. I know this dog is in some trouble. This Wisp with the tether doing so much Derp here as well. Telekinesis onto Smurf will stun Derp up. We see a rotation coming back in from Talos right now. The stun's coming in from the tether, but it looks like Derp will finally go down, and I think Smurf has overstayed his welcome. He's realized this. He's going to try to get out now, and this dive might be costly. He might go down, but the tether is going to give him some health as well, and they're going to pop the salve. So Rolo going to heal him back up, and here comes GX Slim. They're going to maybe look for something, and now they're actually going to back off there. So 2 for 1 is the score. Nice dodge coming in from Fnatic. They only lose the Tide Hunter. Really aggressive play, and it worked really well for them. So Smurf showing his skills on that Sven, and man, did that go well.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate for HTID. I mean, their Jakiro landed the perfect stun, but they just had nothing to follow up with, so they couldn't do much.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that Ice Path. That's such a good point. If they had somebody like a Sven to follow up with that, they'd all be dead.
Yeah, well, Sven's on the other team, unfortunately.
Yeah, story of their lives. And right now, Whitebeard having an okay time mid. 15 last hits for him, 16 now. Bounty Hunter actually in the bottom lane doing pretty well against this Nyx Assassin. It's pretty even down here, but a little bit of harassment going on. Top lane, another kill going on this side of the Rubik this time. They're going to get the kill on Wisp, so I actually didn't see what happened there. I apologize for missing that one, but they do get that kill. Did you happen to catch that one?
I caught it. Catched it, clearly. That was the word. Catched it. No, it's definitely catched it.
Okay, alright. We'll go with that.
Anyway, I mean, there were just so many stuns flying off, and at that point, it was hard for him to get away. So, unfortunately, he fell.
Unfortunately, he did. Double damage rune on Whitebeard right now. I think the Brewmaster does need to be careful. He's got a decent amount of last hits himself. He's got 15, 17 for the Templar Assassin. Pretty even. I want to look at... I usually don't look at the graphs this early on, but I'm going to this time around. 0 for experience. Gold is going about 100, so it's still very, very even right now. And nobody's really running away with the last hits, and Sven is actually only at 7 right now, so he actually had to back off. There's a Stormhammer immediately onto JC right now. Tether going to come in from the west. Ice Path onto 2 is their follow-up is the question. Telekinesis plus the Lucent Beam. This should be enough damage for Smurf to go down. Will it be? No, he should all back off, and that's the... I mean, they just not enough damage on the side of HTID, whereas the Stormhammer plus the Gush and the Wisp Spirits, they do so much, and Smurf going to take another Lucent Beam to the face, but he'll be just fine. I don't know, though. Smurf is looking not at his best.
I mean, if we look bottom, TPC's farming really, really well, so once he does start participating in fights, he'll be kind of scary, because if he stays alive in them, all that track gold will help them so much. So even though that they're at the deficit right now, they can still come back really well.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about how you know, getting the amount of last hits for Smurf. He said 60 was the critical goal there, and once he gets 60, it's pretty scary. Right now, he's only at 8 on that Sven, so Fnatic does need to be aware of this. The Luna only at 17, so actually Luna doubling the farm of Smurf at this point in time. Of course, Luna did go down, though. 1 death on her. Double damage rune coming up on the side of Whitebeard, and GXM will have to back off. Now some aggression. HTID pushing into the jungle here a little bit. Derp is very low. He should not be in that pull location. In fact, he will back off. A rotation coming in from Bounty Hunter, looking to initiate. There's Rolo taking a lot of damage. Track, nice tether. There should be an Ice Path coming in just a minute. Are they going to dive? Looks like they will. Ice Path going to fly. Will hit just the one, but the Stormhammer hitting HTID as well. The Jakiro, and he's going to take some damage right now. There's the Warcry. They want to get this kill on Jakiro. He's all alone. There's not much they can do to stop this, and he's trying to juke, but it's not enough. Sven going to get the kill there. We see Whitebeard also rotating up. 3-2 is the score right now, and actually Whitebeard going to keep looking for a trap there. Is actually going to miss it. JC and Talus will be able to get back. And I know what they wanted to do there. They wanted to get that Wisp kill, but the tether was nice from the side of Rolo, and it just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, definitely. While we were talking about Sven's farm, I mean, 60 is a good number when he's alone. However, with Wisp in play, I mean, he's on his team. He's going to be doing so much damage. I mean, when played perfectly, Wisp and Sven combined, they're just like one hero with a lot more abilities. And it's so scary. So really, when Wisp is on your team and you're a Sven, you're not really too worried about farm. You're worried more about getting those initial early kills, and at that point you can just really farm heroes mid-game and late game.
I like to think of Wisp as an extension of Sven's arm.
Definitely.
They are one together. They are the... whatever those things are in
Alpha
Avatar.
and Omega.
What are those things called in Avatar? Have you seen that movie?
Which one? The blue guys?
Yeah, the blue guys.
Or you mean the Airbender?
No,
what do you mean?
not the Airbender.
Aren't they called the... I don't know. It's been so long.
Yeah, who the fuck knows? Anyways, that's what I like to think of them as.
Called blue people.
Yeah, they're like the blue people from Avatar. Unpause is going to happen here from a second. So Smurf right now sitting on, once again, 13 last hits. His net worth, well, it's a little too early to look at it, but it's only at 1,600. Luna is at 1,900. Nyx Assassin doing very well. He's actually he has a solo lane right now. And GX Slim doing okay is here in the middle lane, Whitebeard as well. So everything's still relatively even. We actually see 4 here on the side of HTID looking to maybe push this, looking for a gank. They want the track hold, they want the track kills. Smurf actually going to get initiated on by TPC, but no follow-up there. So maybe a little bit of miscommunication. If they did that a little bit quicker with the Ice Path, that might have been a kill, perhaps. We actually see Whitebeard rotating up. He doesn't have a lot of mana, but he actually does pop a regen rune, and he'll be able to fight now if they want to. They're actually going to push this back. I think 5 heroes are here for the side of Fnatic. They're looking for a kill. They might try to dive this. Tobacco has his Vendetta popped, so he's looking for something. He might be going all the way around. Actually, they're going to go mid, it looks like, and try to maybe take care of GX Slim, but he's going to back right off, realizing that everybody's missing, including bottom, so he's going to head home, or at least over to the secret shop for the moment. So Tobacco won't find anything with that Vendetta pop, but that's okay. It'll be back off cooldown in just a little while. And we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, TPC is still here. Might be an initiation onto 1. There's going to be a telekinesis into the Ice Path. And they should be able to get the kill here, at least on Wisp. And there's a Stormhammer. A nice Stormhammer onto 2. Will it save his life is the question. And no, the kill goes for Luna. So 4-3. And hello, this is Dog looking pretty good with that gank there. And that was track gold, I believe, as well. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. See, this is
However, I mean, at this point, Sven just needs to back off from all the ganks. He needs to go farm. I mean, that's his way of coming back into the game. I mean, he's not going to be able to compete with all the Trackle that they're about to get.
final split. Tobacco's going to go down. Derp in some trouble as well. He's got no Ravage, and Hovis's dog is diving hard right now. They want to get this kill on Derp. They should be able to do so, but Rolo's going to come in and tether him. The rock flying from a far distance does get the kill. Rolo going to back off right now. 6-3 is the score. We actually see a Stormhammer coming from the long side, but Smurf taking so much damage. Nice ice path onto Smurf, and he's going to go down as well. Rolo in some trouble. We'll get telekinesis. He should be taking a fall shortly. A lot of damage. He cannot get out. There's no tether available. And 4-8 right now, so only losing the Luna, it looks like, in that fight. Nice slow to make sure that they can keep chasing here. Actually, Whitebeard wants to keep going right now, and Careface needs to smoke walk up, or else he might be in some trouble. There's going to be a Thunderclap. GX Slim taking some damage. He's going to get slowed here as well with this trap. This fight is still going. Whitebeard wants to keep chasing. No, he's done. That's it. He says, I'm out. I don't want to die here. And it's 4-8 right now, and... well, actually, I mean, the gold is going to 2,000 right now in favor of Hello's dog, but experience still relatively even. And yeah, you made a good point. Sven needs to just get some room, and he needs to farm, and he doesn't have a lot of room to do so. And in fact, he died like twice there in the span of like a minute or two. So
it's
he's
just really
far
unfortunate
behind.
he came back to the fight. I mean, like I said, he should have just went to farm. He should have just went to catch up. Sven could have, or rather, Wisp could have roamed around a bit. You know, gotten some wards up, maybe stacked some camps, and then once he came back, Sven could have, you know, killed all those stack camps, get his items. Like he doesn't even have boots finished yet. And at that point, he could have just ganked with Wisp. Like, all Wisp needs to do is hit 6.
And how close is Wisp to 6? He's
very
actually
close.
5. Yeah, he's very close. So he'll be there in just a minute. And that's going to be, once that happens, this game's complexity will change dramatically. I have a feeling. Nyx Assassin getting a kill on Hello, This Is Dog with Whitebeard here in the middle lane. So they do get that kill using Vendetta, of course, Tobacco, playing that very effectively. And Smurf actually, this is a far cry from the farm that we've seen him get, but it's definitely not anywhere near over. But they're looking for a gank on the side of Hello, This Is Dog. They've got to smoke up. They're looking to initiate, and Smurf might be in some trouble, but Tobacco is coming. Smurf going to get initiated on. There's going to be an ice path that will miss. Nice Stormhammer onto one. Telekinesis will fly. We're actually going to see Tobacco will use his Impale. T actually taking a bit of damage right now. Spell is stolen. The Wisp will get the kill onto the Jakiro, and it looks like they're going to get another kill onto the Rubik as well. And now Careface is trying to get out. I don't think they have any vision. GXM has rotated in. Does he have his ultimate? No, not for another 32 seconds. Fnatic is pretty much all here with the exception of Derp, who's up in the top lane. Smurf taking a lot of damage. Will be able to get out the Shuriken toss long range. And, of course, GXM coming in with the Thunderclap, getting that kill. Rolo will go down as well. So good counter initiation right now from the side of Hello, This Is Dog. Whitebeard will survive. 10-7 is the score right now. So Tobacco also getting chased down a little bit. He is very low. One more right click should do the job, and in fact, it will go down. GXM with the double kill. And Whitebeard is going to back off right now. So good counter initiation from Hello, This Is Dog, despite getting initiated on by Sven and the rest of the team there.
Yeah, that was great. HTID know what they need to do. They need to shut down Sven so that the Luna can get farm and just completely obliterate him late game. And they've been doing a great job there. Unfortunately, their first initiation on Sven, you know, led to a bad stun, and you know, they all died, but they managed to come back and take another fight. And Fnatic RC made the mistake of staying in the bot lane instead of backing up. I mean, Fnatic RC won the first fight, and they decided to stay and place a sentry to try to catch out Gondra again.
Speaking of initiations,
they are TPing in.
They're looking for something here. They're going to go for a gush on GX Slim. He's got his ultimate. He will pop it right now. Now everybody backs up. They're like, whoa, hold on a second. Eclipse is flying as well. Smurf taking some damage. He's not down just yet, but this telekinesis might ensure his death. Taking a lot of damage with the Fable. He does get a Stormhammer off. There's the Ravage. That's the first time we've seen it. Will Bounty Hunter go down? No, the Ravage was stolen by the side of the Rubik. Nice steal there. That's 3 for nothing on the side of Hello, This Is Dog. And they're going to keep going. They should be able to take this tower and maybe even more. Rolo finally level 6, but it's too late for that. Templar Assassin does get a small victory with the denial of that tower, but great play. Great play by your boy JC, getting that steal on Ravage immediately and using it.
Yeah, that was definitely a strong play by both teams, and HTID managed to come out on top with all their stuns and damage. All of that trackle is going to really help them out, and really, right now, Sven and Wisp need to just come together, need to form as a group, and they need to go do shit.
Meanwhile, bottom, Whitebeard will get a kill on the Rubik right now. GXM has no ultimate, so he will not try to fight Whitebeard. However, Bounty Hunter does have a DD rune bottled up, and he's actually getting initiated on with the the gank here from Tobacco and from Rolo. So good job with the recall there, and they're going to untether it. So Rolo will head back to the base. Tobacco will stay mid. So they're trying to get back, and you talked about the track hold right now. Looking at the graph, it's actually 5K at 13 minutes, which is kind of a big leap, and it's the first time that Fnatic has seen a significant deficit in 8 games they've really played in this tournament. So the experience not so much, but the gold absolutely. And Smurf trying to push this tower and get something going here. Losing being this pop, there's God's strength. They want this tower, but it's going to be fortified. We're going to maybe see some rotations coming in from the side of Hello, this is Dog. Smurf wants this nice impale onto Talus. There's the Gush to follow up as well. He does not have his Eclipse. Your boy coming in as well. What did he steal? He stole God's Strength. That could be big. There's going to be a Stormhammer onto one. Meanwhile, Talus getting the kill on Tidehunter, so staying too long. And they're not even able to get the tower, unfortunately.
Yeah. I really, like, it's going to be really hard for Fnatic to come back from such a deficit in the early game because at this point, Sven, as long as he keeps denying, or rather, as long as his farm keeps getting denied, he's not going to be able to do much. I mean, at this point, the Radiant side is too hard to gank. I mean, Gondar got caught out once. He's probably not going to make that same mistake again. And so Wisp is just trying his best to figure out the best times to go in.
And telekinesis on Tobacco, and right now they're looking for something. They're trying to defend this tower. Fnatic is, and they're going to push this back for the moment. Everybody is up. They did steal something. It was Vendetta, so Rubik stealing Vendetta. That's going to be some nice bonus damage from him, plus the Invis. Whitebeard now. He's at full health. He's got refraction charges. Ice Path barely missing Tobacco, and he's not going to walk into it. He's close to doing so. DD's still up on Careface for another few seconds right now. Impale going in as well. I hear a recall coming in from somewhere. It's actually going to be right in the middle. There's the Ravage onto 4. That's a lot of damage. Stormhammer, though, not in the right place. They should have went right there. Doesn't matter. Eclipse is going to be popped. Who will they get, though? Fnatic pretty low right now. Still chasing is GX Slim. Nyx Assassin getting a kill on Jakiro, who will buy back. Meld damage too much for Luna, who will go down as well. And this could have been a lot better. GX Slim actually getting a kill on the Tidehunter. This could have been a lot better for Fnatic, and I think you saw it too.
Yeah, Slim is on a mega kill now, and he still has his primal split up. Like, he didn't even use it that fight. So the next fight, while Ravage is down, his split is up, and he's gonna be able to do a lot more.
Yeah, but you saw that they TP'd in right here. They ravaged there. They got 4 heroes right in this clump, and instead they
like
stormhammered
right
there. Yes, exactly. We both saw it, and you know that was a critical error. And I think if they get that Stormhammer off, then I think all 4 of those heroes die. Unfortunately, they only get 2. Meanwhile, this tower might get denied. GX Slim looking to initiate. Tower is taken by the Radiant. No denial there for Whitebeard this time around, unfortunately. So TP rotating in from Talus into the bottom lane. Going for Tranquils right now with the Drums of Endurance. I actually haven't checked the... this has been a really high kill game, so I haven't checked the items a lot. Your boy going for a Null Talisman. That's such a weird thing to say. I keep forgetting to say JC. Whitebeard has the Templar Assassin. Rolo, I'm sure, has pretty much nothing. Yes, he does not. Tidehunter, nothing really either. 2 gauntlets. Tobacco looks like he's going to be going for that Dagon. He's got a Staff of Wizardry. Just needs the Null Talisman to finish off. Sven has his treads. He's got his bracers, but that's about it. And he can't do much else. I don't know if he's building anything on the courier. It doesn't look to be so. And meanwhile, actually, Tobacco is invis right now. We're going to see a relocate happen here on the side of your boy, and there's going to be an impale. Stormhammer going to fly on Talus, and he's in some trouble right now. The tether stun, nice chains right there, and this should be enough to get a double kill. So relocate starting to help out here, and it's getting a little bit scary. So Rolo playing really effectively there, and once again, he's just an extension of that Smurf arm.
I'm not sure. Like, it's hard to call that at this point. Like, Fnatic's kind of coming back, but at the same time, the more Fnatic does these ganks, the more HTID can realize the mistakes. And as we do see an initiation on Gondar, he will be going down to the Ice Cap. Oh, actually, he will survive.
Micropyre up. There is going to be a lot of damage going on to Smurf. Tidehunter is in the air. The ultimate is still going on right now. Who will they focus? I think they're going to go on Derp Derp, realizing that they maybe can't get Sven. There's the Ice Path. Derp Derp trying to juke it out. Not going to happen, though. And Derp Derp's still alive somehow. GX Slim trying to chase. He's got that rune. It doesn't matter. He's going to take a Stormhammer to the face. Plus the Impale. Here comes Whitebeard. They get the damage there, and they get the kill. They're going to try to chase Careface there. There's the Ravage. Only onto 1, though. And it might be worth it if they get the kill on your boy, who did steal the Spike Carapace. And Derp Derp taking a lot of damage. He's actually going to go down. The Stormhammer will finish it off. 2 for 2 trade, it looks like. And I feel like Fnatic could have came out a lot ahead there, but it just didn't work for them. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, Meld onto Talus, and will Whitebeard keep chasing? It looks like it. He does a lot of damage with that medallion popped. Smurf going to try to initiate as well. TP coming in, or coming out, or something. I hear TPs and I'm just like, there's a TP somewhere. I don't know where it is, but like, there's no tower, there's no tier one, and I don't think it came in from the tier one on the Radiant side.
I'm
Relocate
not sure.
happening right now. Talus going to get initiated on. Here comes the Impale from Tobacco. Will try to get the kill. Telekinesis is going to save his life, though. Meld damage will be enough. Actually, Nyx Assassin getting the kill with his mana burn. However, Wisp will go down. Here's Smurf, though, on the backside, chasing after somebody. Ice Path going to fly up. Smurf does need to back off. He's going to throw his Stormhammer up, though, and he's going to ping on your boy. He will go down, and of course, Nyx is going to go down as well. Nice Macro Pyre. Jakiro getting the double kill, and Whitebeard is melded up here. Here comes Derp. He doesn't have Ravage, I don't think, and there's another great Ice Path, and it might save his life. No, he will, in fact, go down. Double kill for Whitebeard. Whitebeard is wicked sick, and this is not what you want to have happen. Careface, though, maybe looking for something on the backside. So 3-for-3 trade. We keep seeing these team fights, and they keep being traded. Fnatic's not really gaining a lot of ground. Actually, they have gotten a lot of gold since we last checked.
Thing is every trade with a track is always going to be an advantage of HTID, the Radiant side rather. So at this point, you really don't want to be going for trades. I mean, I'm sure that's not what Fnatic intends to do. They're not trying to get trades, but at this point, they're relocating at such areas where it's hard not to die.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that relocate right next to the tower. That was an aggressive play. Rubik came in there and I think saved Luna's life for just a moment, but allowed them to counter-initiate and get a few kills of their own. So that's a good point regarding relocate. They need to relocate like in an area like here in the mid lane. There's no tower here. I mean, everybody's grouped up, and if they can maybe just pick one off, they'd be in a good position. Rolo's still doing a good job of counter-warding. You see he's got 3 observers and 2 sentries. Man, that is a hard sport if I've ever seen one, but like, that's crazy.
Yeah, they did smoke up though. HTID looking for someone to pick off. Will they find TA?
Looks like they will. Whitebeard going to get initiated on. He's in some trouble. Do they have vision? Tether going to come in, but this might kill Rolo. There's the Ice Path onto 2. And there's going to be Eclipse as well. The Ravage flies. There's the Stormhammer. Will it be enough? The Cleave. Oh, the Ravage stolen again. And that's going to be the turn of the tide. Tobacco trying to look for something, but HTID, they're going to clean this up right now. Whitebeard does buy back, though, and they want to get some more kills. They're going on Talus. They can't find anybody, though. Cannot find anybody. 3 down, 4 down if you include the Templar Assassin. Good smoke gank, and man, the steal, once again, from JC with that Ravage is just too strong. Man.
Yeah, I feel like Tide is just failing to deny JC the steal. Maybe his team needs to stun Rubik before or right after the Ravage, rather, so that the Tide can get off an Anchor Smash or something else to make sure that the Rubik doesn't steal the Ravage.
What I think would be paramount, and I don't think this is going to happen for quite some time, Tidehunter getting a Blink Dagger and blinking on top of Rubik, essentially, allowing him to get stunned, and then, of course, using that Anchor Smash thereafter. That's how you generally see it not get stolen. But, of course, like you said, you can stun him with Stormhammer. That could be imperative. But, I mean, usually you don't see Rubik as, you know, at least in the past games, he hasn't been as big of a factor as he has been now. Like, these team fights are turning around, I think, just because, not just because, but because they're getting the Ravages off. They're getting the Ravages stolen. The Eclipse is great. The Primal Split is so annoying to deal with. The Macro Pyre, everything is going the way of Hello, This is Dog. And after that last team fight, they were, you know, they were losing a little bit of ground earlier. But 3,000 go-in experience now, right after that team fight, and then about 6,000, 7,000 in terms of gold. So they're looking pretty strong.
Yeah, TPC is almost done as BKB. He's gonna be able to contribute even more to team fights. He's 7-1-8, completely dominated dire side. And if he transitioned well into late game, it's kind of hard to stop such a farmed Gondar rather.
Yeah, that could be something that they do need to be careful of. It's gonna be tough to kill him.
Yep.
And,
if we look at the gold draft, it's still somewhat even. 5,000 in the Radiant, that's not too much. It's still too close to call at this point. Both teams can make mistakes or make big plays that will help them secure the lead.
That's absolutely true. I mean, there's a lot of room for air here, and you see Smurf doing what I think is probably his best option right now. They stacked up this large creep camp here over in their own jungle, and he's going to farm that up real quick, and it's going to get him pretty close to a BKB. And I like the BKB choice first here because making sure you don't take all of that magic damage is going to be absolutely critical. We're also going to see a smoke gank here from Hello, This is Dog. They're 5-manning mid right now. They're looking for the jungle, and they may just find Derp here. In fact, they ping right on top of him. Says Jakiro is like, let's go, let's do it. Courier also in some trouble. Derp needs to back off. I think they did spite him out. Nope, the smoke hasn't gone just yet. Now it does, at least for Luna. And Derp should be able to TP out, but it looks like they're going to go for a dive here. They can't find him just yet.
He's hiding.
How did they not see him?
Hide and seek champion, man. How are you going to find him?
Ah. Goodness gracious. And now Helveless's dog might get counter-initiated on, but it doesn't look like that. We actually see Tobacco looking to go for a Vendetta right now. Actually going to go right on top of T. I don't think he'll be able to get the kill alone. Spell is stolen. What was it? There's the Stormhammer only onto one. The Ravage flies off as well. Finally getting the kill on Rubik. That's a double kill. Primal Split is popped, plus the Eclipse is doing a lot of damage. There's the Impale on Talus. Will he go down is the question. It looks like he will. Smurf going to go down, though, to GX Slim. And GX Slim playing so well. And Whitebeard trying to chase after Careface right now, who is invis. There's going to be the stun through the rock coming from the Panda right now. And Whitebeard taking a lot of damage. He's going to meld it up. He's in some trouble. He needs help. Here comes Tobacco on the backside. Careface trying to get out. Won't get caught, though, with that Impale. Just barely missing it. So 3 for what seems to be 1, I believe, was the trade.
Rolo didn't die. He TP'd out just in time. And I think Tobacco did die, but he made it back. I'm not sure, though.
I'm looking. He used... It doesn't say here on the kill chart.
No. His respawn time wasn't too much, but I'm not sure. Maybe he lived.
I think he did. He somehow got out alive once
Yeah,
the
Tide
came in his
ulted, so I
Stormhammer.
guess he got out.
Yeah. Just barely, though. 22 to 27 is the score. 24 minutes into the game. We've got a good one going on, guys. I mean, there's a lot of kills for 24 minutes right now. 5K going in terms of gold right now still, but it's starting to dip down. I mean, it's a roller coaster ride. I need to stop checking it after like every fight. It's just pointless.
Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, this is GosuCup Americas on Neo Dota. We have the second game of Fnatic versus HTID. Hello, this is Dog. And Fnatic took game 1 with a strong lead with Sven, and now they're struggling. They're struggling with their Sven. It's kind of even. And again, I'm Owen, and my friend on the other side of the table is a Maut.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm called by this, I believe. I am
believe
Maut.
him.
I want to thank you, Owen, for joining me. I know this has been a lot of casting. It's been a lot of fun. Meanwhile, Tobacco just barely getting out. Stormhammer going to fly, going to push them back, but I don't think they're going to try to turn this right now. In fact, they're going to get back to the Tier 2 tower. Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of good games. Most of them have actually been stomps on the Fnatic side, but today, right now, we've got a pretty good game going for us. So I'm pretty excited about that. Shout out to Neo Dota, of course, GosuCup, for allowing us to do this. So, excellent stuff there. And Whitebeard here looking at the Ancient stack. Meanwhile, Hello, this is Dog is actually backing off to their own jungle. And looking at the items real quick, BKB is finished up on the Bounty Hunter. Your boy still with Treads and with the Null Talisman as well. GX Slim going for that Aghanim Scepter. He's pretty close. He's got the Ogre Club. He's got the Blade of Alacrity. Just needs the Staff of Wizardry. And then that's going to be really annoying to deal with if you're on the side of Fnatic. And as soon as he gets that, they can look to fight even longer here. Mech is going to try to get finished here for the side of Jakiro, but it's going to be taking some time. They do have the recipe headdress, but that's about it. No mech recipe just yet. Let's look at Fnatic. Medallion plus the BKB is going to get finished up for Templar Assassin relatively soon. Rolo really with nothing. Arcane's on Tidehunter, plus he's got the Urn of Shadows as well. So they've gotten a little bit of farm since the game just started. Tobacco with that level 1 Dagon, it looks like, and Smurf going to finish that BKB soon as he gets that recipe. Down here in the bottom lane, Tobacco scouting this out, looking for a kill. They're Careface and him just passing right by each other, but Careface coming out of invisibility real quick, and I think Tobacco's saying, hey, maybe we should go on this guy. You can relocate if necessary, and he'll probably smoke walk right in. Warcry is going to get popped, and they want to get Careface before he goes back into Invis, it looks like. Do they have any vision? They should have sentries on the side of the road. They're actually going to dust right there, and there's going to be a BKB pop from Careface. Nice Jakiro Ice Path. Good reaction time there, and a lot of damage being taken from Tobacco. They're still diving this. Slow does not hit. He's still got his BKB. It's the first charge, I believe. There's going to be a kill. GX Slim going to get hit up with that damage from the Stormhammer. He's going to pop his ult, and remember, this is Aghanim Scepter ult. Here comes Eclipse. It's doing a lot of damage to Derp. In fact, he's going to go down before he can even get a chance to use his Tide ult right now. Whitebeard taking a lot of damage. There goes your boy JC as well. The Lucent Beam onto Tobacco. There's the meld damage from the Rubik being stolen right now. So Fnatic is down 3-2 at this point. Smurf in some trouble. He's got no help here. TA does get out alive, so it's 4 for 2 trade, and that backfired on them just a little bit.
Yeah, I think they dove for gone a little too far. I mean, right after he popped his BKB, they know that, I mean, that's like 30 seconds of not being able to attack him or do really much. And he did run away to his team, and the TPs that came in from HTID were perfect. And, you know, GX Slim with the Aghanim Scepter, you can't really stop his ult. You just kind of have to run away from it, or you need some right-click to take away his pandas. And unfortunately, right now, Dire doesn't have that, and so they're going to probably lose their T2 bot tower.
Yeah, and that's going to be another victory for Hellovis's Dog, and one step closer to pushing this to a Game 3 of this series, the semifinals. I would be interested in knowing who won the Root versus Aosin +4. Maybe it's not over yet, I'm not sure. I know you said Root won at least one game.
Not sure.
Well, we'll find that out for you in a little while, guys. Meanwhile, Hello, this is the Dog. They're looking pretty good right now. I mean, they've got everything. They've got a nice mid-game lineup going for them. They've got the Aghanim Scepter on that Brewmaster. Of course, it's just Templar Assassin, the level 17, and getting some farm right now is actually sitting up top above Roshan right now. Maybe looking to perhaps solo Rosh, which we see so many Templar Assassins do. There is a nice little ward here that might catch that out, but she can blink in if necessary. And that's the sort of play I would expect out of Whitebeard to maybe try to get them back in the driver's seat here. BKB still a little ways away from Smurf after that last death. Good stuff there.
Yeah, right now it's kind of, both teams are kind of at a stalemate with both them trying to farm something up for the next fight. They know, both teams know that their next mistake could lead to the end of the game, especially Fnatic RC. They're worried. They know they're in the backseat now, and they're not really sure how to make sure that they don't lose.
And it's going to be tough. They're trying their best. They really need to get that BKB up on Sven, and he's trying to get there. He's pretty close. He's only a few hundred away. The mech has been finished up on Jakiro now, and that's going to make it even harder. The team fight is just so heavy on the side of Hello, This is Dog with the Eclipse, of course, with the Brewmaster ult. And if you weren't able... the thing was, in that last team fight, I don't think that Derp got his Ravage off, which is rather unfortunate. You need to get that off. Unfortunately, he died beforehand. Smoke Gang coming in on the side of Hello, This is Dog with Luna leading the way as bait, and Tobacco looking for an initiation, but he actually might get found out here. But instead, he's going to scout everything out. There is a Sentry Ward. Tobacco might be in some trouble. They're going to converge him on him immediately, and Rubik's going to get the kill, and that was just easy. They realized that the smoke had been popped. They throw up the Sentry Ward, and boom, he's dead, and that's it. And Roshan's like, what's going on? Hey, stop that.
Yeah, that was definitely an easy game, easy life moment for HTID. I mean, they have it in their names. They know what it's about, and they're pushing the T2 now.
And Tier 1 is actually being pushed up top right now for Smurf. It's going to get fortified. Tier 2 is taken mid. They can TP in there, maybe try to defend this, and in fact, Smurf is going to back off before they even do. So actually, he realizes that he might be going for Roshan right now. There is Tobacco down for 15 seconds. This Roshan can be contested if they can get there in time, but it doesn't look like they know what's happening. There's no vision, I don't think, as far as wards are concerned. Roshan taking a fall rather quickly. If they want to go, they have to go now, and Fnatic realizes this. Whitebeard can actually blink in there. There's going to be a trap. It's very low, though, if you can blink it and maybe steal it, but this is going to be tough, and it's going to go down, and Luna will pick it up, so I don't think Fnatic will try to fight into this now, especially not with all the ultimates up on the side of HTID. That's a good victory for HTID, getting that Aegis. Or Aegis, as apparently it's supposed to be called.
Oh, apparently, yeah. Aegis, something like that.
Aegis, whatever.
But yeah, the Radiant are in a 12,000 gold lead now. It's no longer a roller coaster as we saw previously. It's just a huge up now. Looking at the graph, I mean, it's shot up so hard after those last two fights, and they're in the lead right now, and they know it. They know they have to keep their advantage, and they're gonna try their best to just secure the lead at this point.
I think the big problem here is they gave literally, and you said it all the time, they gave no room for Sven to farm. He does finish up his BKB, but it might be a little too late. He doesn't have nearly enough damage, whereas the Luna has got that Yasha, has the BKB herself, and then will probably build something with the 2,600 gold she's got in her bank right now. And of course, GX them with the Aghanim Scepter. Looks like going for AC as well with that plate mail and chain mail up on him. So they're looking rather strong, and yeah, like you said, not a roller coaster, but smoke gank is going to happen here on the side of Fnatic, and if they can catch out a good fight here, maybe turn this around just a little bit, but they will get the tier 2 tower in the meantime. GX Slim getting the right click on that one, and they're still going to try to push in. They're staying a little spread here. Is there a blink on Tide? I don't think so. In fact, they're not going to go for... in fact, he's actually not even building a blink. He's building a mech, it looks like. And they're not going to go for this. They're actually going to back off and not... They're going to waste the smoke a little bit. That's okay. They don't want to lose any heroes here. They don't want to die and overextend themselves. So, I don't know, man. What do you think? How does Fnatic get back into this?
I'm not sure, man. They just have to take a really good fight, and Tide has to use his ult at the perfect time. The relocate has to be really good. Rolo's trying to get some wards up now, and that's great. You need the vision. He's been trying his best, but HTID has done a very good job at de-warning and make sure that Rolo has a really hard time placing vision on the map.
Yep. Countering that vision is absolutely critical and key here. And they're doing, like you said, they're doing a very good job of it. But they still have all these traps all over the map from the Templar Assassin. So at least they've got that going for them. They've got that kind of vision. And Smurf, he just cannot find room to farm right now, and he does need to get some more items. If we can get that Mask of Madness, and maybe even into a Chrysalis before the Mask of Madness, he could be in a good position. He's almost level 16. He almost has level 3 God Strength, which will give him 200% bonus damage. Maybe if they're thinking if we can turtle this out for just a little bit longer, we can get him some farm, and we can think about extending this game.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, that's what they definitely need to do. And the problem is that not only Sven needs farm, but also TA. TA has been doing a good job of taking all the farm on the map, and that's really kind of left Sven starved for gold.
Absolutely. She doesn't have too many damaging items here. Is going with the BKB, of course, had the medallion really early on, and Phase Boot's giving you some semblance of damage, but there's nothing like a Desolator here that could really increase the damage tenfold. There's nothing like a Chrysalis. They're going to go right onto Talus, and he's got a Mantis Tile. He's going to pop it right now, and they're actually going to back off. They're looking to take this tier 3, and I think the time for Hello This Is Dog realizes that it's now, and they're looking to maybe just pressure this, or just send the illusions, try to pressure the tower a little bit, and then back off. Sven does take the tower top. We'll give him some farm that he desperately needs, and pushing the creep wave. Going to try to get some last hits here as well, and then maybe TP in here as late as possible. Tobacco is tracked up, so that Vendetta will not do much for him. We will see an initiation. Eclipse is going to fly. And we also see the Brewmaster ult going, and Whitebeard will go down instantaneously. Templar Assassin will buy back. BKB is popped on Talus. And of course, these Panda Wings are not going to go down anytime soon. There's actually a Gem of Truth set on the Bounty Hunter. There's going to be another initiation. Up in the air is the Titan Hunter. He cannot get a Ravage off. Where is Smurf? Where is Smurf looking for a Slamhammer? And he's still pushing, actually.
Yeah, but that's what his team needs right now. They need him to farm up, and if that means losing racks, if that means losing a tower, then that they're gonna sacrifice. I mean, they can't do much about it. They're not gonna make an empty Sven, a naked Sven with no items go into a fight. So at this point,
oh, there's the Ravage. And the Stormhammer, they'll get the kill onto Careface, and they will pop the Aegis. GX Slim trying to get away. There's going to be the God Strength, and Warcry pops. They'll get another one, this time with Whitebeard. They will push this back. They're still chasing. GX Slim going to try and just turn around, use that Drunken Haze. He'll blink away as well, so they'll be fine. Meanwhile, Whitebeard's still chasing after T. There comes the Ice Path. It will fly out. Whitebeard will get stuck in it, and I think T should be okay unless they continue on chasing. There's the Tether with the relocate from Rolo. Crazy play there. They really wanted that kill. In fact, they got it just with that relocate from Rolo. All right, so yeah, I mean, they lost the racks. They lost the racks here in the bottom lane, but they got a little bit of a team fight, and they got a little bit of a kill when they wasted the Aegis. And Mask of Madness is finished up for Sven, so he's getting back up there.
Yeah, his next goal is, of course, the Daedalus, which will allow him to cleave for crazy amounts. And if HTID lets him get that, and they don't shut him down before that time, then it's going to be really hard for them in the late game. We've already past 35 minutes, which would many argue would be like the late game time, and that's when the late game really starts. That's when carries start to participate in fights more and more. And Smurf did that. He came back, he TP'd in, he knew when to go, and he did it almost perfectly.
Yep, absolutely. And like you said, he needed room to farm. He needed room to get his items, and if that means that you need to sacrifice the racks, then so be it. And I was skeptical, but he came in and he cleaned up just a little bit. 6, 8, and 10 on the Sven right now. I want to check out the items real quick while we've got some time here. AC very close to being done for GX Slim. He just needs to get that recipe, and that's going to be scary. Vlad's on the Bounty Hunter as well. I mean, the items on the side of Hello This Is Dog are just above and beyond anything on the Dire side right now. I mean, they're trying their best, but Rolo actually picked up that gem that was taken by, I believe it was Gondar who had it previously. Yeah. Eagle Song up on Luna as well, so this is
with that butterfly. I mean, Sven's gonna have a hard time too. So it really depends on how Luna comes into the fight and how Sven counter initiates.
Yeah, I think he'll need to build if that butterfly does get finished by Luna. He'll need to get that MKB up as quickly as possible. I think if he does decide to go for it.
I think the game will be over before even he might get Daedalus. I mean, he needs so much gold for Daedalus right now. He needs about 3,000 more. And, I guess Luna is going to be trying to push in soon. So, I mean, if they get this team fight, then Sven's going to be at even more of a deficit and further away from his Daedalus and, of course, the MKB that you suggested.
Well, he's got that first part of the Daedalus, which is the Chrysalis, and that does give him that crit chance and that extra damage, and that's going to provide some sort of help here. Looking at the buybacks, though, the only person with a buyback right now on Fnatic sign is Tobacco. So that is important. Luna just getting it as well right now. No buyback for the Templar Assassin for another minute 30. She did buy back in that previous team fight. And maybe try to stall that game until that buyback is available and then save for it. I'm not sure though. And they do need the items. Do you save for buyback or do you go for items right now if you're Fnatic?
I'm not sure. It's gonna be a hard decision, and it's one that they obviously have to make if they were to stay in this game. And if we look at the net worth, I mean, Luna's just so far ahead, and she has so much farm.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And she's been at the ancient camps and in the creep camps as well in the jungle, and she's very close to this butterfly. Just needs that talisman of evasion, which is about 600 away. And that's going to be very scary. She's level 19 right now, leading the way. Tied actually with the Templar Assassins. Sven's actually caught up quite a bit. He's at level 18 right now. So, but the rest of the heroes are pretty underleveled on the side of Fnatic here. So, 251 last hits for the Luna. That's kind of crazy. 10, 2, and 5 for the Templar. Wow, actually 10, 2, and 5 for Templar Assassins. So Whitebeard's been doing rather well. Even when they're not winning, Whitebeard is still absolutely dominating. So unsurprisingly there.
Yeah, of course. They finally did, Rolo did finally de-ward the ancient camp, which the ward was like right there, and so Sven's gonna be able to stack that and kill it for some extra farm.
And that's gonna be pretty important. I mean, they need to get those ancient stacks up. That's gonna be a quick burst of gold and experience onto him that he desperately needs. So, 750 gold. If you're just joining us, which would be a surprise and shock to me, I am Maut, and I'm with Owen, and we are casting the semifinals right now of GosuCup America. This is GosuCup number 1. This is Fnatic versus Hello This Is Dog, two very well-known North American teams. Fnatic more so than, I guess, Hello This Is Dog, which I've seen playing SCCS. And, of course, you can follow us on our Twitters at Dota2Owen, and mine at MautDota2. And I gotta say, I really appreciate you joining me here today, man. It's been a long haul, but we've had a lot of fun.
I mean, it's been fun, and we still have a lot of time for the SCCS after this. But we gotta focus on the game right now. Wiz tethering to Sven, they want to make something happen. Maybe they just want to farm, but they are getting ready to do shit. As C9 players would put it, do shit players.
Shit. That's true. Let's do shit.
With the hyphen.
They would like to do some dope shit right now. They could get away with some of that. Sven's still farming away. He's slowly but surely getting there. I'm surprised that Hello This Is Dog
HTID is letting them, they're letting them farm up. I guess they're kind of scared of him right now. I guess Luna just wants to get her item to counter Sven, and if she does, that could be a risk they're willing to take, because if she does get that butterfly up, then Sven's going to have a harder time. But, I mean, if all of Luna's team dies, then what is Luna going to do?
That's true. That is a good point. But Luna does, in fact, have that butterfly now, and I think she wants to farm for buyback in the event that they do get into a non-favorable fight. Roshan might be the next fight that we see, although I don't know if Fnatic will will try to contest it if Hello This Is Dog does go. Smurf and Rolo, they are tethered together. Once again, an extension of Smurf, and Smurf's just going to say, you know what, screw it, I'm backing off. Rolo, on the other hand, he might be in some trouble here, getting that high ground vision with the trap here. They did see that illusion go in and immediately go down, so they know that they just checked it there. And of course, the ward control here, there is this radiant ward over right next to the on top of the cliff here, and of course the dire on the ward spot there. So giving some vision here for both teams, and we're going to see we're going to look at Gondor Shadow Walk, looking for some hero, or see where Fnatic is right now. I don't think they know what's happening. Both sort of a Mexican standoff, if you will, around this Roshan pit, and it just is a pretty big commodity, so not surprising there. Invisibility rune is the bottom rune spot. They'll ping it out. It's going to be bottled up by Jakira, who will use that up and maybe look for something else. We're going to see Sven still farming these Ancients. Not close enough for Daedalus just yet, but he's getting there. About 1,000 and a few hundred away from that. And now we're going to see Hello This Is Dog rotate mid right now, maybe try to push this lane out, and then go for a Roshan attempt, or maybe just push straight into the tier 3 and try to take that. There's a lot of staring going on, a lot of mean mugging, but it looks like Hello This Is Dog is going to look for the high ground initiation. No. Not just yet.
I feel both teams are just waiting for the enemy team to make a mistake so that they can go in and maybe capitalize on their opponent's mistake. So for now, I think we're just going to see both teams as trying to play mind games with the other team, try to make the other team initiate first with a bad ult maybe.
Those wisps, those spirits just doing so much damage. And we might see an initiation here. Dual Breath going to fly up. There's going to be a BKB. BKB on 1. On 2 right now. There's the Ravage hitting on 2, hitting on 3, doing a lot of damage. Is stolen by Rubik again, who's got a BKB, by the way. A lot of damage coming from the Macro Power. It looks like Nyx Assassin will go down. It is 1-for-1 trade. Luna's down as well. Unfortunately, somehow, she does go down, the main damage dealer. There's going to go the Rubik as well. Somehow Sven taking care of this. It must have been a crit. And Whitebeard as well doing a bit of damage. They're chasing after the Earth Panda. They want to keep going. Sven OP is my partner right now, and he's absolutely correct. Looking for another kill. Stormhammer in 2. This ult should be over in just a second. In fact, there it goes. Gonna try to stop this. There's the stun. GX Slim taking so much damage, and Sven will take that kill. No, it's going to be Wisp. Gem of True Sight is dropped. There was one there. Rolo has the other.
Wisp get that kill?
I don't know how Wisp got that kill, but I'm sure he's happy. He's like, yes, I did good. Or well, I guess is the correct grammar for it. But still.
I mean, it's just like I said. Once Sven gets farmed up, there's nothing you can do to him. Like HTID did an amazing job denying him that farm early on, but they just didn't carry that through to the mid and late game. So now he's farmed. Now he's gonna have his dataless, and now they're in the back seat. Now they're the ones on the back, and they're just gonna have a hard time coming back from that.
Yeah, I mean, you already see the experience is dipping down. It's getting very close to 0, but the gold still ways away. But that doesn't mean anything when you've got to spend super farm with that Daedalus up, and he's got an Aegis as well, mind you, so they can play a little bit more aggressively here. I still want to look at that buyback status here. We've got 1 on the Templar Assassin, 1 on the Sven, who probably won't need it, 1 on the Nyx Assassin, and 1 on the Tidehunter. So right now, all of them saving for buyback, whereas pretty much the entirety of the Radiant does not have buyback. So keep that in mind. In fact, actually, Gondar just got his. Say again?
What we see, if we go to net worth, actually, we realize that TA and Sven are both higher than Gondar, even though he has so much track gold. I don't know, it was a surprise to me. I thought he would be way higher up on that graph.
Wait. He just changed his Daedalus into a MKB. So he realized that the butterfly was up. And being the smart person that Smurf is, he finishes his MKB. And he's got a Chrysalis as well. But so not a Daedalus, which we predicted.
Yeah.
Smartly, I mean, that's a good pickup, though. I mean, you realize that butterfly
definitely
is available. You're like, I want to counter this. I want to make sure I've got that True Strike, and that's going to be really important. And I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely helped out that like half of the Daedalus is already in MKB, so that was great.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. He was just able to transition to that really easy. Like I just saw him. I had him clicked on him. It's like all of a sudden 2 javelins appear in his stash. 45 minutes in the game. This is the semifinals, game number 2. If Fnatic is able to take this, they'll go on to the finals right now. But if they drop this game, it's going to go to a game 3. And hello, this is Doug has played absolutely stellar in this game. And Whitebeard going for a Demon Edge of his own. Will that be an MKB or a Daedalus? I'm not sure. Probably.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a Daedalus. I mean, he already has 1 MKB on his team. Maybe they're gonna have Sven just kill Luna and Whitebeard just focus everything else.
Actually, that's a good point. Levels 21 right now for the Luna, 21 for the Sven, 21 for the Templar Assassin. So Sven, who had a really rough start, doing really well right now. And they're looking for a Tier 2 tower. They're looking to pressure this. They've got the Aegis, Tobacco, looking for an initiation on Carefree. In fact, will go. There's the Impale. Will they be able to get the kill? In fact, they will. Will he buy back? Does he have the buyback is the question. No, he does not. He does not have enough money. He's got 300 gold less than he needs, and they're going to take this Tier 2 because of it. So unfortunate there, but of course with Tobacco being able to go invis, they had no wards there. They had no Gem of True Sight, and they're going to try to push into the Tier 3. Gondar still down for 50 seconds. Actually, he just buys back right there. So and they'll try to back off right now. The BKB is popped by Carefree. He wants to try to get something going, but unfortunately that might have been a misclick there, or just a little bit too early. And that is down to 7-second duration from now on.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, relocate. Where are they going? They're going to head back to the base, try to defend. And by the way, guys, this has been done. All this comeback, supposed comeback from Fnatic has been done with a set of racks gone. So, I mean, they're under the most ridiculous pressure here. And Smurf and Rolo do come back from that relocate. Here's the blink. There's going to be the Ravage. It's not going to get stolen this time. There's the Stormhammer. Eclipse is going to go out. BKB's on everybody right now. Everybody fighting in their own little fight. Rubik will go down. They're going to try to go on Carefree. They're going to keep chasing. Whitebeard is in some trouble, though. Where's the Sven is the question. He's actually doing a lot of the damage, but taking a lot of it as well. Trying to get a Luna kill. He doesn't. The Aegis is popped. Derp taking a lot of damage. They want to go on Luna. Sven is in the air. Whitebeard's having some trouble right now. Talus doing right-click damage. He's going to go down. Smurf is going to go, and he needs to get out now, though. He's in some trouble. He cannot afford to die right now. He will back off. There's going to be Impale. Will save his life. There will be a Lucent Beam. They're going to keep chasing, and I think that's it for them, though. And Hello, This Is Dog survives in a big team fight.
Yeah, I mean, that was great play by HTID. They managed to just secure... Oh, wow. GXLim dodged the anchor smash. And I think Fnatic are just going to keep pushing.
Hammer. Oh, they're going to get the kill on Jakiro.
And yeah, the rape train all aboard.
No, the rape train doesn't stop for anybody, okay?
Yeah.
Sven don't give no fucks right now. He's got 3,800 in the bank. He's got plenty for buyback. His buyback right now is 1554. I'm not going to buy anything, I'm sure of it. Buyback did happen from Templar Assassin, so they are here. Jakiro down for 40 seconds. No buyback for him, not that it would matter. And Talus doesn't have Eclipse for another 57 seconds. Rubik with Warcry. Fortification available for this Tier 3. Telekinesis on Smurf, and there's going to be the mech pop. Talus getting a little too close. GXLim also doesn't have his ult for another 27 seconds, so this could be racked. BKB is popped. GXLim gonna go in, and so is Talus. BKB popped on pretty much everybody. It looks like Sven will, in fact, go down. Now Derp and Whitebeard are in a lot of trouble. They're gonna be able to defend this somehow. And a buyback from Sven, a little bit too late, though. The defense coming out from Talus. TP coming out from Rolo. He will get back just in time, but GXLim and Luna going in at the exact right time.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest,
wow.
I was watching Sven that entire fight, and he was just trying to so desperately to get that Rax, and no cleave damage goes off Billings, so unfortunately his team was fighting their own battle while he was just trying to kill that Rax, and he got stunned a lot, and he just couldn't take it. It was too much.
It was too much, and he did fall there. Unfortunately so for the Sven, for Smurf, who's been playing so well. But Hello, This Is Dog, trying to complete this game and go to Game 3. Can they do it is the question. Their eyes are on the Tier 3 right now. I think if they get this, they'll be in a very good position. Tobacco looking to maybe try to defend this with his team, but they don't have Whitebeard, which is a lot of their damage. Ultimate is up for the Brewmaster. The ultimate is up for Luna right now. The Stormhammer will fly in, will hit on 2, but the racks do go down. At least 1. There goes 2. Talus getting it. They're going to keep chasing. Rolo going to go down absolutely immediately. They're looking for the Tier 4. Talus right-clicking it down. Chasing after Tobacco is Carefree. Here comes a blink in from GXLim right now. There's Smurf going with these Stormhammer. There's going to be the Ravage. He's going to hit on a few. Smurf getting 1 kill. Smurf getting 2 kills. He's trying to get these Brewlings down as quickly as possible. But Talus comes in with the Luna ult. Smurf taking a lot of damage. He's going to go to the well. 36-44 is the score. And right now the Tier 4 is gone. The Ancients are being killed. And it looks like this will go to a Game 3. Hello, This Dog does survive. And Talus gonna take some damage, but I don't think it's gonna matter. He's cleaving down so hard, and he's gonna get derp too. Are you kidding? He needed a double kill, and he got it right when he needed it. And that was a ridiculous game. I can't even believe
Oh man,
half of that game.
what excellent play by HTID. They found out how to shut down Sven, and they executed it as well as they could.
All right, guys, we're gonna get into Game 3 in just a second, so hold on. Once again, this is Maut with Owen. We'll be right back.